got yeeted off a cliff.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air.
When it comes to Nick Russell, I'm not saying his age because I don't know it. Liambo, you are the father! Yeah, Dad. Where the f was that milk at? Deadbeats, the absolute scum of the earth. Now, we've dealt with them at least once in our lives or watched them in our favorite shows or in our favorite games. For example, Goku. Now, Goku's a great character, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to being a father, that's a whole different story. I feel like bro forgets he even has a family, cause bro constantly leaves for the milk, leaving Chi-Chi to be a single mother. Now, Jing, don't even get me started. Bro is laying the pipe on Gon's mother. I don't know who she is, but I feel bad for her though. Then 9 months later, there had to be a new milk flavor that dropped because he dropped off Gon with his aunt, and he went to go look for that damn milk flavor for the majority of Gon's life. Absolutely sick. But those two don't compare to the person we're talking about today, Koragg from Power Rangers Mystic Force. Yeah. For the people who've been requesting him, you got your wish. For the people who wanted Zanaku, it'll happen another day. While bro is low-key a deadbeat, but you have to admit he is a menace. From benching the White Ranger, constantly trolling the Red Ranger through a Neuralink, I don't know how the hell he did that. He must have had connections with Slade. Since Mystic Force and Teen Titans were airing around the same time, I know I'm not reaching with this shit. The list goes on. You already know we back at the Mansion of Black Forces, but this time I am not doing this episode alone. I have a special guest. You'll find out who it is soon enough. Hey yo, do the thing! Alright boys, we have the evidence lying on the table and we shall discuss Koragg, the deadbeat warrior. Now let me pump the brakes real quick. Before we get to that, I have a little surprise.
Treat me like what is. Don't get me down.
That's right, your boy has a character now. Just to make the vids a little more interesting, just to add a little flair to it, nothing too crazy. But anyways, without further ado, Exhibit A. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Exhibit A, Koragg's pull-up. So the episode starts with a flashback explaining what happened with the darkness and how they got packed up by the 5 mystic warriors at the time. And then after that, they got sent to the underworld, which is their version of hell essentially. Some years pass by, Koragg finally pulls up for his get back, looking like an album cover concept. And already the camera is going crazy with the angles. Peep the wolf on his shoulder, the shield with the sword behind it, the wrist with the spikes on it. Yup. I knew it. He's a black metal fan. The close up to the belt and to the damn stompers. You can already tell he ain't playing no games and already wants violence for the first episode. After the Rangers catch a dub, Koragg had the nerve to third party them talking about, oh, y'all won? That's cool. Now catch his third party. And then he has the unadulterated audacity to shoot these people. Oh, nah. Mans was really on go. And if you thought that was bad, my boy said ground fights are overrated. I'm more of a sword guy myself. And Buddy turned into a centaur. Oh nah, something really awakened inside my boy. And Udana turned into a giant too. Now you would think she was staying on business, right? You'd be sadly mistaken, cause she gets absolutely violated. And just to make things worse, Koragg just casually took her snow staff as a trophy. So not only did he third party these guys, insulted them, flexed the fact that he could turn into a centaur, violated Udana and boo ganged her snow staff, and demoted her to a damn side character. Oh hell no, this is already the first episode and Mans is already committing some heinous acts. Here's what he said on the way out.
Now peep this, I'ma let y'all go so you can witness the pain and destruction that happens on your lane and drill this into your heads. After what I did to you, this should have been your final day on Earth, but I'ma catch you later.
No, that's just straight up disrespectful. Now that's enough with Exhibit A, now let's move on to Exhibit B. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Exhibit B, Gaslighting and Fade Running 101. Now, gaslighting, for those who don't know, is a method where the user makes the other person question their entire existence. So it's really manipulation. And there are a good selection of users, Slade, Eren Yeager, etc. And Koragg is no different. So peep this, Nick is just chilling at work, and next thing you know, Koragg has that Neuralink on Nick cause bro starts yapping in his mind talking about,
Nick, nobody wants you in their lives. You're sorry. You better dip before I come and see you.
Nah, I have several questions on how and why the hell does bro have a Neuralink to Nick's mind? This man had to be chopping it up with Slade from Teen Titans, cause Buddy did the same thing to Robin and Tara. Here's how the conversation went.
So I have this guy I'm trying to troll, right? And I need some tips. How can I break his mind, per se? So what you got for me?
Easy. Use your telepathy. Now, I don't know if you have that, but if you do, go into his mind and start
You
talking
are
demons.
worthless,
I mean,
bitch
start
ass
talking
nigga.
crazy. I mean, shit. It literally worked for me 3 different times with Robin, Tara, and Beast Boy. Didn't even know what hit them.
Excellent, excellent. Pleasure doing business with you.
My pleasure. Now go out there and mentally traumatize your op. Now, to be fair, in the show, he used a snow staff to get into Buddy's head, but I'ma still say him and Slay had connections. Koragg is still talking heavy, while Nick's on his bike. Bro was like, aight, enough is enough. You about to run my fade right now. And to Nick's surprise, it was Koragg doing the trolling. Nick morphs and then got straight to the swing. These boys were dead even, going blow for blow, bar for bar with each other. And as expected, Koragg got the upper hand on old Buddy. As the fight continues, Nick really started getting cooked. It was so bad that his friends had to jump in for the scrap. Bro was so petty to the point when a squad pulled up, it was a perfect time to bust out the Centaur form. Oh, that wasn't enough. Bro decided to pull out the Centaurus Wolf Megazord. Oh, no. It was bad enough that they already can't hang with them, especially Nick, and he decided to pull this shit. Nah, bro, I can't. No way. It's the fact that he decided to pull out the Megazord when the whole squad pulls up. And like, you doing this for what reason? For what purpose? You know what? You absolutely got it, Chief. And bro took their ability to combine. Oh nah, bro's petty and a thief? Bro really said,
Without your Megazord power, you and your homies can't hang with me. And next time I pull up, I'ma cancel your life subscription.
as you can clearly see, Koragg is the following: a menace, a troll, petty, and he's a deadbeat. You know what? I gotta get the guest. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to reveal the identity of a special guest. It is none other than Shaman King 100. That's right, your boy had to do a team up for this episode since he already made a Koragg video of his own. It'll only make sense. Now, I'm gonna let Shaman give you a crash course on Koragg's gaslighting ability, cause that right there is an impressive feat. Hey yo, Shaman, do the thing!
Thank you for having me on, my man, but since we are talking about the violator himself, I have brought new evidence to the table, that being Exhibit B. See, Koragg invented the concept of living in your op's head rent-free. He didn't just occupy space, my man built a luxury penthouse up there and paid zero utility. Because as you brought up, local domestic violence wasn't enough. Man had his talents go international, Mr. Worldwide over here. But after finishing her up, it wasn't enough, as my man done put her snow snap as a souvenir and mounted that bad boy to the wall. But not even that was enough for him. Nope, because what's the point of having nice things if you can't rub it in somebody's face? So my man miraculously learns that he has the power of telepathy, and he goes to a direct call straight to Nick's head. Nah, bro, really a cyberbully. And it's messed up because you know it was just to Nick, because he didn't do this to any other ranger. He didn't make fun of the Green Ranger's inflatable arms, didn't hit you, Dono, with the hey big head. Nah, he decided to hit Nick with the hey you up tech, ready to throw their hands whenever. And dude must have had that 5G network family plan, because somehow no matter where Nick was, Koragg was always just a call away. And the only way I could quantify the abuse that Koragg did to Nick is just telling you that my boy was the Amber Heard of his time. Minus the poop on the bed. Nasty. And all this psychological warfare only gets worse when you just know that Koragg is actually the father of Nick. Bruh, getting bullied by your own father is a different level of... Man was really roasting him, breaking him down, and making him doubting his existence. Nah, man, making Gene Freaks look good right now. I mean, I understand the master had my boy under some mind control, but I get a suspicious feeling my man felt a little type of way. I haven't seen more family dysfunction since the Ace family. Actually, scratch that. This is straight up Daddy of 5 parenting. Speaking Daddy of 5, bringing up the greatest point that I didn't bring up in my own Koragg video that I would love to share with you now. See, in the American Power Ranger version, Liambo is just the father and husband to Udana and Nick. But in the Super Sentai version, Woolzard, aka Koragg, he wasn't just the Red Ranger's pops, he was all the Rangers' father. What in the Star Wars? This is not a Mari episode anymore, this is Jerry Springer at this point. Bro wasn't just a deadbeat to one kid, man deployed with the whole squad and went AFK. And I got to say, man was thinking he was Nick Cannon or something, cause boy was trying to repopulate the earth solo dolo with him and the White Ranger. I mean, I know he the Wolf Knight, he got that dog in him, but the White Ranger definitely got that dog in her, if you know what I'm saying. And yo, the age gap between the kids ain't that far off, so I'm just saying, dude clearly was putting in work back to back. But say, Drake, the real question is he hiding his kids from the world or hiding the world from his kids? I thought this was important to bring to the table. Man might be a D-list dad, but he was definitely still a A-list cheek clapper. I know what I'm saying, my boys. Hey, but thanks, Brody, for having me on. Take it away.
Appreciate it, Shaman, for the well-explained crash course on Koragg's menace activities. You gotta give props to the bro. I'ma link his Koragg vid and his channel in the description. Bro is absolutely hilarious. Now let's get back to this menace. After the gatekeeper got kidnapped, I'm definitely adding that to the other charges. Nick pulls up to save her and to get his round 2 with Koragg. Buddy said, look dog, you are running my fade right now. No magic, just straight pause, just you and me, and I respect that. And Koragg was like, bet. Nick pulled out the Mystic Force Fighters, or as I like to call them, the Punch-Out Glove, and they got straight to it. Koragg almost took Nick's head off, but good thing Nick dodged it, because if he didn't, he would have been like a chicken without its head. And Nick was moving like prime Muhammad Ali, and landed a 2-piece combo on Buddy's shield. And after that, it was GG's for Nick, but I will admit he was trying his hardest. Now, you would think after Nick getting the brakes beat off him, he'd ask for a timeout or a breather. No! Buddy pulled out the Magi Staff, thinking that something was gonna change. Oh, something did change, alright. You didn't have internal bleeding before, but now you do, and then he got yeeted off a cliff.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air.
And my dog got thrown into a mountain after dealing with Koragg's final blow. Now right here, this is how you end an exhibit. Psych! One more thing. Since the Rangers have a Solaris Knight as their 6th, Koragg peeped and he went to throw hands with bro. And then they get to the squabble. This will not be the first time they boxed. It was a little calm fight at first, but it got interrupted. Now when we get to the second fight, I'm talking straight Weave Nation, straight blows, everything. The fight ended, but bro doesn't finish the job since bro has honor like that. And not before talking shit, talking about you ain't shit and you never gonna be shit. And the Rangers jump him, but they forget that he's jump resistant. Now that's a way to end an exhibit. Now that wraps up Exhibit B. Now let's finally move on to Exhibit C. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Exhibit C, Koragg's redemption arc. Now, as the show goes on, Koragg started having flashbacks to back when he was Liambo, foreshadowing that he'll get his humanity back. And after boxing with the Rangers, he sent them to the underworld, again, which is their version of hell, to get their powers taken. Udana pulls up for the rescue, and then the master didn't like that, so he sucks the life out of her, literally. Man, don't think like that, you nasty. Koragg can't stand for none of this, so he stops the master from putting Udana in a box. And then it happens. Liambo is finally back with the overdue milk and all, but better late than never. But that was all too good to be true, because the master turned him back at the Koragg, and him and Nick go for their final scrap. And right now, they're evenly matched. Before Koragg was about to send Nick to sleep forever, Udana told him that Nick was his son, and you were 10+ years late with the milk. By the way, Udana's his mom, by the way. Oh, hell no. Nick is looking all bewildered right now, and I would be too after hearing this all of a sudden. Okay, so hear me out real quick. Imagine being on a Power Rangers show, right? You have no idea who your real parents are. And next thing you know, you're on the Maury show waiting for the DNA results. When it comes to Nick Russell, I'm not saying his age because I don't know it. Liambo, you are the father! So after cheating death, Liambo finally pulls back up for the ones. I'ma let the morph sequence play because I don't think I could do it justice.
Magical source! Mystic force!
Alright. Let's just take a second to admire the drip real quick. Bro really went from grape to fruit punch flavor. In all seriousness, he got it on though. He immediately got to work and packed up homeboy. You would think everything would be fine and hunky-dory, but nah. Not even an episode passes by, and Nick got possessed by the master and became a new Koragg. Nah, that's not good for me, for you, or for anybody in the vicinity. And immediately started upping the pull on his pops. I understand you're mad about your dad going on a lifelong journey for the milk and just now reappearing in your life. I get it. But at least try to have a connection with him to some degree. Bro is pretty much saying, yeah, Dad, where the f was that milk at? Liambo has to step in for the very first time in Nick's life and give him good old tough love, and they teleport back to the base, and off rip, a table explodes as soon as they make contact with it. Flammable ass furniture, and Buddy thinks he's Captain America because he throws his shields up and hits it with a hook kick at his dad. Now I'm like 99% sure that he didn't know he could do shield tricks, but either way, Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson will be very proud of him right now. And then he starts W-keying Liambo and yeets him into some more flammable ass ornaments. And this continues for a few seconds, and after he's done doing that, he hits him with a 360 aerial kick. Bro thinks he's Jet Li. At this point, Liambo has no choice but to tackle his son, hoping the CTE will make him stop. If anything, it's making him more angry, so they take the fight outside, and oh my gosh, what this man Nick did to him is wild. But he said fuck the shield and disarmed his pops, and he started going crazy with the dual wield sword. And he finally kicks him off the ledge, and Nick, being a psychotic crash out, he made a portal so him and Liambo can keep boxing it out. I should low-key add Nick to the mansion along with his dad, cause the menace apple doesn't fall far from the tree of crash out. Korags. Limbo surrenders, pretty much telling his son, look, Bowen. Nick's magical name was Bowen, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Look, Bowen, I know you're mad at me, and you have every right to be, but just know I love you, son. Come on, now bring it in. Nick was finally released from the curse and gave his father a hug that was long overdue. Afterwards, they finally put the master in a box, and then the whole world was saved. After everyone has their happy ending, Nick and his parents ride on their motorcycles off into the sunset, ending the series. Woo! This video is finally over.
Psych!
Exhibit D. Y'all really thought I was gonna end the video just like that? Nah, we gotta take a little trip from the States to Japan, cause it's time for a bonus round. In Magic Ranger vs. Deca Ranger, Koragg, aka Wolzard, has went toe-to-toe with the Shadow Ranger, aka Deca Master. And you would think we would have gotten this fight in America, but unfortunately, we were robbed of this fight because they never did a crossover. But I will say one thing, they were going crazy in this fight. Yo, Japan is always getting the cool shit. Anyways, Koragg pulls up on both the teams and immediately notices Shadow Ranger, completely ignoring the other Ranger teams. Like, damn, bro just called him irrelevant. Doggy tells him to dip so him and Koragg can run the fate, and they did exactly that. They both pull the swords out and they get straight to work. It was so hard that they started making after images. They really think they in Dragon Ball Z. They were both like, you know what, let's just get straight to the point. And they both hit their final attacks, slid into the frame, and struck each other. You'd think one would go down after that, but nah. Everything else around them started exploding. And then they started giving each other props, pretty much saying, game recognized game, and you looking real familiar right now. Now that's a way to end the bonus exhibit. Koragg, do I even have to say anything? Welcome to the mansion, my boy. Make yourself at home, big bro. And while you at it, Nick, you might as well follow him because you also a part of the mansion, my boy. That wraps up Mansion of Black Forces episode 9. Big shout out to the homie Shaman King 100 for hopping on this video. Definitely go peep his content. Hey yo, a little spoiler alert. Me and him got something cooking on his channel. It's finna get real psycho over there. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh, and by the way, I have the ultimate life form waiting for his video, so I gotta get started on that. So y'all should know the drill. Subscribe to my channel. Look at my playlist for other episodes like this. Follow my socials. Join my Patreon. And join my YouTube memberships. I need people, damn it. But until we meet again, I'ma head out.